guys. Hi, Pumpkin. Hi, Pumpkin. Morning, sir. Yeah, good morning. Yeah. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Brittany and Cyrus Caracal at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. Say happy October, everybody. Cyrus. Yeah. Say happy October. And there's Miss Chaos. Hi, lady. I know. For heaven's sakes. For heaven's sakes. This is Chaos Caracal. She's a rarity. Usually after breakfast, she's hidden away. She's already gonna walk away. She's like, you didn't bring food. But at least you got to see her other than on top of her platform or hiding in a den. So there we go. Back over to Cyrus. I was actually on my way to Jinx. I felt like Jinx was the most appropriate October 1st cat. But then I saw Mr. Pumpkin here. Yeah! Which is Cyrus Caracal. Yeah, it's a nice cool morning again. It's about 67 this morning. Yesterday it was about 63. Yeah. Just waiting on breakfast. Thank you to everybody who's sharing this. I can already see a spike in viewers, and I know it's because you guys are sharing these live feeds, which helps to alert everybody that we're live. Yeah. Tried to get a little bit earlier of a start today. Maybe we can do a little bit longer of a live through breakfast. And I'm excited. This Sunday we will do a virtual tour, and it will be with Sarah C. You guys saw her give a feeding tour, yeah, a few weeks ago. And this time she's going to do a keeper tour for us. So, funny story. Cyrus is my new grooming cat. I just had this feeling that he might let me use the retractable scratcher, and he has started developing little tiny mats on his neck. We've seen Chaos get them, and they get pretty large. And Chaos will not let very many people even attempt to groom her. Some people can try at this point, but she doesn't stick around long enough for us to actually get mats off of her. Of course, right now she doesn't have any, which is excellent. But anyway, so I've been grooming Cyrus, and he handles it pretty well. Yesterday I was able to do it without giving him a sickle. Usually a popsicle will keep him in place, but he just kind of sat there for me yesterday. But he got really into like leaning into the scratcher, and then he moved suddenly, and the scratcher touched his ear, and then he hissed in my face and walked away. So it was pretty funny. It reminded me of the very first time I ever groomed him, because he totally didn't mind it until he turned around on it and it touched his tail, and then he hissed at me. So he keeps doing silly things like that. Mr. Pumpkin. If any of you guys wonder why I've always called Cyrus Pumpkin, is because his very first fall season here, we handed out pumpkins to everybody, and we did one with him where we actually carved it, and we put like a piece of chicken inside of it or something like that, and he stuck his entire head in it. And so we were calling him Pumpkinhead for a while. And I don't know, he's this beautiful orangey color, and sometimes he looks like he smiles like a jack-o'-lantern, so he's Pumpkin. He's like, really, all I want right now is breakfast. Should we go see Jinx? Yeah. All right, let's go around the corner and go see our black leopard. So how's everybody doing? First day of October in what will definitely be a year to remember. Oh, I have family watching. My sister and my cousin are on here. Well, if we're celebrating spooky fall Halloween, I guess we can't pass up the scariest cat on property. Hi, Manny. Were you gonna get me? Were you gonna get me for a hot second? This is Manny Jaguar. Thank you, Mona, for the donation. He's like, you caught me. It's not fun now. Super not fun. If you guys missed it, on this past Sunday, Catherine did the feeding tour for us, and she featured Manny. And Manny, ooh, he, for a split second, thought one of his pieces of food was going to get away from him. And the way that his jaw snapped and as fast as he turned to grab that food, oh, it sent chills. It was so frightening. Well, I already see our sneaky leopard. Right on cue, sir. So smart. You're so smart. There's Flat Cat. Hi, sir. This is Jinx. Hi, bud. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning, huh, bud? I bet you really like this weather. Jinx is 21 years old and still tries to act like a kitten. Where's your ball? Oh, there it is. I was like, is it stuck in the tunnel again? We had to fish it out for him last time. Hi. But the older they get, the harder that the really intense heat and the really cold weather can be on them. He's like, I'll just go eat this plant. I'm still here. He has to make sure you're watching. Yes, I know. I know what you're up to. My husband's here today. He volunteers on Thursdays, and he messaged me. He was like, you should have seen Jinx this morning. He was so playful. And I'm like, well, it makes sense. It's such a beautiful temperature out. Are you staying over there? I mean, I'll follow. I'll follow you over there. You have more toys over there. Let me see. So I figured we'd come check him out anyway. This month, I believe, is a black cat appreciation. Or there's, Deb, if you're on here, maybe you can remind me. There was one a month or so ago, and we decided to hold off celebrating that because it was close to another, like, national day. But we were definitely going to do the one in October for Jinx. Yeah, because Jinx was here for over 4 years as part of our witness protection program, and so we couldn't show him or share him online or talk about him, and clearly he's the most amazing cat ever. And so I was like, well, we have to make sure we celebrate him this year because we finally can. Jinx, you have 1,000 people watching you be silly. He's like, I know I'm cool. Oh, he hears carts. So he may get back into his flat cat position. Thank you, Shauna, for the donation. We feed every single day here between 8 and 9 a.m. So the cats pretty much know the routine because the keepers will come around and they'll close their feeding lockouts. So this area here, that's just an extension off of his main cage, which goes all the way back past that platform. They come out and close those doors so that when it's time for the cats to get their food, there's a nice safety door between us and the cats. And then we get the food in the lockout and then we lift the door. But Jinx knows this routine, which is why after the keeper left from doing lockout, that's when he was in his sneak attack position right behind there. Have you guys been watching Alethea on Funcation? She's actually out right in the middle there. Alethea is a serval. She gets 2 weeks out in that 22,000 square foot enclosure. Thanks for reminding me, Jerry. Yeah, we have a really adorable design thanks to Natalie. Natalie has been my dream designing so many things. She almost has something for every single cat that we have here at Big Cat Rescue. But she did the cutest design last year of Jinx with pumpkins. And so you can find those at bigcatrescue.biz. And we also made them into tote bags, which make really, really cute trick-or-treat bags. I have no idea if anyone's really going to get that kind of experience this year with COVID and all of that. But thank you, Victoria, for the donation. But if anyone is having a Halloween party or doing trick-or-treating, you can support the cats here at Big Cat Rescue by buying something with Jinx on it. He's gonna play with that toy all the way over there. I can't actually get over there from here because there's a tunnel in my way. Thank you, Karen, for your donation. I'm sorry, I think I missed someone else's name, so thank you. Maybe it was Dawn. Thank you, Dawn. What are you doing? He's kind of showing you how his enclosure works. He's got 3 really big bubbles that are all connected by these doors and tunnels. I'm gonna get your log. It says intimidation. He'll literally just rip things out of the ground and chew on things right in front of you while making eye contact. Oh my, that must have felt good. You lost your balance. For me, I'm very lucky. Oh, look how amazing his spots look this morning. I'm very lucky to have shared this place in person with many of my friends and family. So despite all of the misconceptions and all the terrible media exposure after Tiger King, I feel really good that like many of my family members and friends have physically been here. And they knew about it for years before that monstrosity came out. But to help with some of those misconceptions, I started making home tours for all of the cats. Look at those spots. Everybody thinks that Jinx is a black panther, which is also a misconception because there's no such thing. Panthers are like cougars and mountain lions, pumas. They're all the same cat. And they're more of like a tan, sandy color. Whereas this black coat is caused by a trait called melanism. He's melanistic and amazing. And they're either black leopards or black jaguar when they're big like this. And you can see he still has leopard spots. If you were to shave him down, which would be crazy, he'd have those spots on his skin like a tattoo. And these guys are actually naturally occurring in the wild. That's unlike white tigers, which are not naturally occurring in the wild. Jinx is ready for pumpkin season, I think. Is that right? It breaks my heart to watch him try to paw at things like that. Like, if he had claws, he would definitely be clawing that platform. He would have been able to stand on his tree. He'd be climbing these trees probably, even in his old age. He's that spry. But because he was privately owned, they did declaw him before he ever came here. Isn't he amazing? I figured you guys wouldn't mind us just hanging out with him for a while. He is one of our cats that absolutely loves pumpkins. Loves it, loves it. He really loved his watermelon this year too. Pretty much anything they can sink their teeth into, they really enjoy. But we have started those fundraisers, all of our enrichment fundraisers. If anybody has the link to that salsa page, I would really appreciate that. The pumpkin fundraiser's going on right now. So we'll be giving pumpkins and small gourds to every single cat on property by the end of the month. We usually start a little early because if you've watched any of our home tours, I explain to you the process of how we go into enclosures and why and how all of that works, because we never actually go in with the cats. So all the different sections of their cages provide a way for us to shift them around and lock them safely away from where we have to go in, but it's a process. So getting things like pumpkins and Christmas trees and all that kind of stuff in and out can take an entire day and not even get all the cats done. So we usually spread it out over a few days because we still have other work to do. You can find that fundraiser at bigcatrescue.org, but I don't have the exact long link, so if anybody has that. Is that a stinky face? He found something fun. And if you ever want to see how the cats have acted in the past with their enrichment, you can find all that at bigcattv.com. That's our main YouTube channel. And we do put edited videos of them with their enrichments and toys, and really any time that something cute was made or donated for them. So today at noon, my product post on our main Facebook page will be to the pumpkin donation page. So if you guys can't find it before then, check our main Facebook at noon, please. Cassie, I'll go back to Manny right now. I think I owe it to him. See what he's up to. We'll see how long he'll tolerate us anyway. And then I was gonna make my way over to Nikita. Nikita's probably the scariest cat when it comes to giving her edible enrichment, things like pumpkins, turkeys, things like that. Ooh, it's scary. And again, you can find those videos at bigcattv.com. Jinx is easy to hang out with for a long time because he just continues to show off and show off, whereas Manny will either just straight up walk away from you, or all he'll do is pace very intensely because he wants breakfast. So we'll see how it goes. Hey! Hey, you! You hear a cart. You hear a cart. Yeah, that means I'm gonna get no attention. He knows who's gonna feed him and who's not. Yep. Candy's gonna feed him. All right, well, sorry, Cassie, I tried. Let's go over and check on Nikita. We did see Manny prior to that little snippet there before we went to Jinx. So if you ever want to rewatch any of these lives, or you are curious about the home tours that I've been talking about, you can find all of those at dailybigcat.com. Oh, I always forget I can just cut through here. Kind of been avoiding this area since losing Natalia and Aries. Oh, so has everyone else. There's a huge spider web. Okay. All right, I got under it. That was awful. Welcome to October. Here's Miss Nick getting her drink of water. All done with breakfast. So Nikita's in her very big feeding lockout. Hi, babe. Hi, honey. You keep getting water. It's okay. I didn't bring any other food. This board that you see on her lockout is actually a camera, so you can watch Nikita in her feeding lockout now. Don't grumble. Oh, you have water coming out everywhere. I won't do too much talking. I don't want her to gobble. You dunking your whole face in there. Oh, old lady. Nikita is 19. She was declawed as a very young cub. I know, honey. So we move slow these days. We move a little slow, but we still gets around. Hi, honey. You come say hi. Oh, oh, I know. You drank a lot of water quickly. Oh, Hun Buns. Are you in here, or can you go out to your roof or your open air? Yeah, she can go out. Okay. So she'll probably walk all the way out to her open air. So we'll walk with her. All kinds of noises this morning. It's really hard watching them get old. And I've only known her for 5 years, so I can't even imagine the people that knew her when she first arrived and she was practically still a cub. On the move. We're moving and grooving this morning. So she's showing you how she can get from her feeding lockout all the way out to her open air. This is pretty much where she spends 90% of her day. Where are you gonna go? Is it somewhere I can still see you? I don't know. Usually she goes to the very back. Let me see where she settles before I follow, in case she just plops right there in the middle and then we won't see her at all. She's going to the corner though. Where are you going? Can I follow? Are you gonna roar? Whoa, whoa. Oh, I showed our Lynx yesterday. So if you missed that live, I typically don't show the same cats 2 days in a row because we have about 50 cats on 67 acres. So it's not possible for me to show every single one every single day. But if you want to rewatch yesterday, we saw lots of Bobcats and our Lynx. She's like, I'm not too old to still do my lion yoga. She's gonna roar at her ball. You tell that ball who's boss. But you can rewatch that at dailybigcat.com. Hi. Where were you gonna hang out? Can we come with you? Oh, perfect. That'll be perfect. That's perfect, babe.
Thank you. Did a little yoga, got a long drink of water. You're doing very good for 19, aren't you? If you times the cat's age by 6, that's roughly what they would be in human years. So she is a very old lady, but we do have her on a pain management system, so she gets morning and evening snacks and meds. And we're constantly reevaluating the cats when they have ailments like that. Hi. Let me make sure. Am I zoomed in? No, okay. She's very close. Isn't she gorgeous? I understand her camera's been down for quite a long time, so I know you guys miss her. We have live cameras all over property, but we have, again, 67 acres. Some of them can be really hard to maintain a Wi-Fi signal. And so it can be a little choppy, especially with our weather sometimes. But those are at bigcatcams.com. Lady. Everybody always loves how she holds her paws like this. And it is cute, but I feel sad about it. I'm pretty sure it's because she was declawed a long, long time ago. Oh, is her camera working so you guys can see us? You're in a good spot for them to see you then, huh? Yeah. Are you the most perfect lady? Yeah. I think everybody would agree you're like the most perfect lady. I'm actually getting really good at reading all of your comments where there's no spaces and it's all one giant blurb of a word. I'm so sorry you guys have to go through that. Hopefully Facebook gets that figured out sometime. What do you think? That's a very cute face. A very cute face. Can you see your reflection in my phone? Sometimes I wonder that. The back of my phone's a little reflective. Do you see yourself? Well, thank you again to everybody who's been sharing this. We keep going up over 1,000 viewers, and that really does help us reach a lot of new people that have maybe never heard of us or have only heard bad things about us and want to take the time to do some extra research. If you do that, like I said, you can see our live cameras everywhere at bigcatcams.com. You can also, again, watch all of our YouTube videos on both channels, bigcattv.com and dailybigcat.com. You can join our Facebook group, and there's a ton of educational posts that are posted in there. There's a lot of ways you can do more research. You can follow us on Instagram. You look pretty content. You gonna have a good day? All right, baby girl. All right, we're gonna go. I know it is peaceful out here. Honestly, I'd stay out here all day if I could. Now that it's nice and cool, the bugs aren't even like bothering us like normal. What do you think, babe? What are you watching? You got a squirrel over there? She usually doesn't even pay attention to the squirrels. Okay, babe. Well, I'm glad to hear that Nikki's camera's back up and running. It's exciting. Well, it's only 8:30. I got started early today, so let's go see some other cats. Bye, honey. Bye, babe. She's very zoned out onto something. If you've just joined in, we've already seen Cyrus and Chaos. We saw Manny and Jinx. We've seen Nikita. Yesterday we hung out with a lot of the Bobcats.
and Gilligan, our Lynx, and we saw Amanda. Let's head back to my cart really quickly. Does anybody have a small cat request? First one I see is where we'll go. How did I know you were going to say King Tut? All right, we can head up there. And Pam, let's stop at Hutch on the way there. I see Afton over there with Mouser. I don't stop and bother them because that's a very long process to keep Mouser focused. Well, Manny's already done with breakfast. This will be the third time we've seen Manny. But my cart's right here, so I don't think anyone will complain. Hi. And it's the perfect place for him to take his bath and then try to ambush the next cleaner he sees. So we'll stop at Hutch and then we're gonna head up to King Tut. Those were the first two names that I saw. We'll see Afton feeding Mouser over here. Oh, Hutch might be eating breakfast. Zukari's ready for breakfast. Yeah, Hutch is eating. See him? Sneaking back to lockout, just in case there's more. Are you already done? The feeders are still like right here. So that's Hutch standing in his feeding lockout, hoping that the group that just fed him will turn back around and feed him more. They're over there feeding Zukari right now. But it's a lot of training going on. I try not to follow people that are in training because you don't want to make them nervous. This is very important that they stay safe and that they're confident, and sticking a camera with 1,000 people watching in front of them is not always a good thing. Hutchie, are you seriously done? There is no way you're done. He's like, take more. Hi, sir. Meow. Meow. Oh no. I broke the stabilizer. Alright, hang in there, guys. It's gonna be a bit of a... It's gonna make me do this, and then it's gonna make me put it back. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Look how patient he's being. He's like, aw. Where are you guys going? Nope, Dylan is not back. I believe I heard mid-October that he might be back. He was here for 2 solid years, so I think it's in everyone's best interest that he took some time to decompress from the internships before he comes back as a keeper. Isn't his camouflage amazing? All right, let's move on up here and go see what Tut's doing. sanctuary is so gorgeous right now. All of these bromeliads are in bloom, and they only bloom for like a couple of days and then they're gone, so it's absolutely beautiful. Looks like Christmas everywhere. Good morning. All right, let's go see what's happening with Tut. I saw someone say Simba too, so we'll go over to Simba as well. No, those flowers actually don't have a smell. Hi, sir. Hi, Tut Tuts. Hi, Mr. Man. Meow, meow, meow. Oh, Tutties, making biscuits. Guess I gotta get far enough back for you to see the Tut biscuits. Oh, sweet boy. Sweetest boy. King Tut's a Savannah cat, so that means someone took it upon themselves to work against nature. He's a hybrid between a wild cat and a domestic cat. And somebody tried to make him a pet, and he proved he is much more wild. What are you doing, silly? He is like perfectly named. He definitely looks, in the sunlight, he looks pure gold. Pure gold, sir. Look at that cute face. Look at that cute face. Meow. Meow. Meow, meow. That's very nice. The problem with hybrids, and a lot of people will, you know, defend that act and be like, well, you know, sometimes they can be tamed, or they, you know, they do bond with people. Well, they might bond with like one person in a household, but then they pee on everyone else's stuff and they destroy things and they never use a litter box, and then people end up declawing them and really struggling to, you know, make it work, and then they get abandoned in shelters and things like that. Very handsome. Very handsome. He is a golden boy. I was excited. I saw some sneak peeks of some of the Halloween enrichment that the enrichment group is making, and I'm pretty sure they've got another house for Tut in there. I'm pretty sure I saw it. Were you a good boy? Did you eat breakfast? Did you eat breakfast for Marie? I'm sure you did. Are you purring? Another thing we hear all the time is, that cat wants to be petted. Why don't you pet that cat? And basically, we have tried to use like retractable scratchers and have people assigned to some of the hybrids, and they really just don't like it. They might like it on their terms, but they will definitely bite you or claw you when they want you to stop. I mean, my own cat at home does that. So we just think it's disrespectful to force affection on them. And what they're really doing when they're rubbing on the wire like that is basically they are marking their territory. Cats have scent glands that is why they rub on everything that way. Hi, cute boy. Look at those whiskers. So we just tell them we know that's your territory. That's your territory, silly. Your ears are very flat today. That's funny. Are you disgruntled? Are you disgruntled? Just very sleepy. Very sleepy Tut. Very sleepy Tut. All right, handsome. Oh, I think I see Simba, yeah, up in his tunnel. I might lose some of you guys, but we'll go see Simba Savannah, another hybrid. I think Loki's doing really well. I'm not sure what the next steps are for that. I don't make those kinds of decisions, but moving him inside to the kitten cabana definitely has proven to improve his quality. He's eating better and seems happier.
Hi. Hi, sir. Wow. This is our chatty Simba Savannah. Wow. You and your poor nose. Yeah. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry. I shouldn't talk about it. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh, I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry, Bubba. You're still very handsome. So with Simba, he is in the same boat with Servi, where their little nose just gets super raw from like mosquitoes and things like that. So he's on a 2 times a day medication that helps kind of dry that up and keep it from getting worse. But he's such a picky eater that it can be hard to get him to take it. Is that you telling me go away? Go away, lady. Go away. But you're so cute. You're just so cute. I know. I know. I know, his poor widow nose. Alright, bud, we're going. I promise, we're going. You're so handsome, though.
Still one of my favorite cats to come talk to. All right, well, I think we've got time to have one more cat. Let's go see if I can find my boy. Oh, he's up there in his ferns. Maybe I won't be able to show him very well. Hi, Pharaoh. Oh, you poor thing. No camouflage for you. That's Pharaoh in there. Pharaoh is a white serval. His leucism, you can see his little spot on his shoulder. Leucism is caused from inbreeding. Whoa. So it's the exact opposite of what we talked about with Jinx earlier. Are you coming down to your old man zoomies? You making biscuits up there? Meow. Meow. Don't think you're coming this way. Hi, handsome. That's a very good picture of you. Pharaoh's 21 years old, just like Jinx. But leucism causes this white coat, which is not naturally occurring in the wild. You can see he would not be able to... Nope, don't come this way. All right, I'm gonna move because I don't... Nope, don't come down that way. Oh, he made it. Oh, you just surprised me. How in the world did you do that? Don't tell your mom you did that. Actually, it's a gradual slope, so that was actually not as painful as I thought it would be. You're so silly. You can see his spot there. He should look more like Hutch that we saw earlier, but he looks more like beautiful Pharaoh. But he would not be able to survive in the wild because he has 0 camouflage. In the night, he would just glow under the moonlight. You're so handsome. I'm gonna do your zooms. Do old man zooms. Meow. 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 We got a jungle over here. This time of year in Florida is like a non-stop thrill ride when you're trying to keep nature at bay by like weed eating and mowing and pulling weeds and trimming things back because it just rains and rains and it all grows back in like a week. Yeah, Pharaoh's the best boy, sweetest boy. Old man zooms, gotta try to keep up. Gotta try to keep up with those. You can see we have water bowls sporadically placed for him now in his old age. We want to make sure he can get to them in any possible place. Well, I really want to thank the 6 of you that donated today and gave our very first live in October off to a good start.
We've been closed since March 16th to the public, so we have not been doing any of our guided educational tours or our specialty tours, any of that out of precaution for COVID. So your donations here and on our website, bigcatrescue.org, have been absolutely priceless to the cats. I know we'll have Giving Tuesday coming up soon, so this year will be more important than ever on that as well. It's one of our biggest fundraisers of the entire year. So we're in talks about all of that now, getting ready for the holidays. It's been quite the year, but we've been able to hang in there thanks to all of you guys. And I really appreciate everyone sharing this, everyone helping out in the comments, even if you have to write all in one word. And all of you that interact with each other's comments, I really appreciate that. I love the little community you've all built. It's really sad we won't have a walkabout this year. I've been a part of the last few walkabouts, and just seeing all of you that have known each other online only coming together and getting to meet each other for the first time, it was really, really awesome. I don't believe we have any cat moves today. I think that will be next week because Alethia's only been out there for a week, and so she'll get her 2 weeks, and then I think next week might be moving Kimba and Alethia. So, well, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. It's a brand new month, so I really hope that it's a good one for everybody. You gotta zoom on by. Zoom zooms. Oh, very nice. Very nice. I know. You've been rubbing your chin on your enrichment. Yeah. He got some of the very special enrichment the other day, and he had like black all over him because he was drooling on it and rubbing on it. It was so cute. All right, everybody, take care, and I will see you guys again soon. Definitely on Sunday for a virtual keeper tour.